Y'all don't need to be believing what that boy's talking about because he telling everybody that I'm his boyfriend and I'm not his boyfriend. Okay? He telling everybody that I'm his boyfriend and I'm not his boyfriend, okay? So please don't believe him. Make sure y'all get them lights up. Get them lights up. I'm not his what's the name? I'm not his boyfriend. So don't believe that damn boy. But nah, don't be believing that damn boy. That boy just want everybody to know him. And don't nobody really know you. Gonna ask about me when they in Houston. But when you're not around me, baby, don't nobody know you. You telling people what you telling them, but the real gag is that I knew all this bad say your breath stink, and I knew all this baby. They been out there saying Alvo stink, and he ain't been bathed, and he got them in wearing the same clothes, all types of girl. Girl, it just give me very much that you cool. Cause you tell everybody that I'm your boyfriend. I'm sure my boyfriend. I'm sure my boyfriend. If I took my motherfucking name off the bun, what the fuck? Like, if I took my name off the bun, why are you telling people that I'm your boyfriend when I'm not your boyfriend? We haven't even talked ever since I took my name off the bun. That's the real gas. We haven't even talked ever since I took my name off the bun. So all that you up there telling them I'm your boyfriend, stop telling them that. Cause at this point it's given that you're a clout chaser. It's given that you want clout. It's given that you want clout. What you need to be doing is turn yourself into the police. That's what you need to be doing. But instead, I don't gotta. You just gonna get caught. You gonna hop in a car with somebody because that's what he obviously doing. He hopping in a car with strangers that he don't even know. He talking about everybody up there love him, everybody up there know him, everybody up there know his fame. Baby, what fame? You don't have no fame. What fame? You doesn't have no fame. Ever since on left, don't nobody knows you. Don't nobody give a about you. Then you out there telling them that you took the money and you did this and the third. I knew you took the money. You and Edna was plotting on taking that back end of the money. The front end of the money. I been knew y'all took that damn money. That's why when they was blaming me, talking about, oh, I got the money and this and the third, and they try to, no, y'all need to be getting sued. Because I haven't got the money. Y'all got the money. And he sit up here over his mouth to people that don't even, people that's gonna come back and tell Tommy, they going back and telling Tommy what you're saying. Dummy, you ain't in the need to turn yourself in at this point, because it's given very much that she's running, you're running, y'all just running. Look at here, if y'all coming out here with that negative, get off of here. Cause I'm telling you, for real, y'all keep coming out here being negative. I'm finna block y'all. Keep coming out here being negative and talking all that. You're going to get blocked. Keep playing with me. That's what I'm saying. Like they come out here being negative. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't join the live. I'm talking to the people that want to be positive. But y'all come in here trying to be negative. Like I give a okay, cause I don't. People love using the Shamar name to say somebody their boyfriend. I just told y'all if y'all don't like what y'all see, why y'all keep coming over here? You come over here because you want your come and get seen, and don't realize you just got blocked, stupid. You just got blocked, stupid. Dummy. Dummy. You just got blocked. If you don't like what you see, do not join the damn live. Y'all need to stop believing what Alvo be talking about because that boy, he talk about everybody know my name, everybody know my fame. I only got fame because of me, dude. But now you ain't around me, you ain't famous no more, boo. They know you by being a little prostitute. They know you by going to see other you better like you. These folks in the club say you stinking, you been wearing the same clothes and this, that, and the third. Boy, stop it. Stop using my name to try to get noticed. Cause you're not gonna get noticed. Start using my name. That's the problem with people now. Start using my name to get in the club to tell people that I'm your boyfriend because you're not my boyfriend. You're not my boyfriend. You just a peasant homeless. You're not my boyfriend. You never was my you never was my boyfriend even when you said I was evil and this and third. It's a you burnt that bridge with me. So now that you burnt that bridge with me, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. Don't want to be your boyfriend. Don't want to do. He keep telling y'all that I'm his boyfriend. He keep telling people I'm his boyfriend. Boy, I'm not your boyfriend. Turn yourself in to the police. How about that? Since you want to say I'm your boyfriend. One thing about me, if I would have had a warrant, I would have been turned myself in. I ain't scared of no police. That one thing about me. I'm not scared of no police. If I know I had a warrant, I would have turned myself in and did the time. And that's on my life. What? I would have turned myself in and did the. But they can't lock me up. Just the that. I don't got no warrant. So while they keep thinking I got a warrant, I don't got no dang warrant. If I got a warrant, they wouldn't been looking for me then. And they know that I be everywhere.
A lot of stuff transpired last night, and there's a lot of stuff that I've been told you guys was the case, but sometimes you have to see things for yourself, and it came out. Now it's really, to me, disturbing when a ninja talks so much that they tell on themselves. I know people like that in real life, that they talk so much they tell on themselves. Now, there's a premiere video going out at 1 p.m. or 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all hit the like button on that video so y'all can just enjoy the video, and you don't have to be worrying about hitting the like button or dislike button. So I'm gonna tell y'all, leave your cash in your pockets, and make sure you hit the like or the dislike because they're free. So Alvo allegedly is in Texas, Houston, Texas, and he's thinking everyone's his friend, and he's basically telling everybody that he was counting Shamar's money because he can't count, and he was skimming off the top. And he said to cover himself, what he was doing was he was going online begging for money so that it would look like he didn't have any money and that he was stealing Shamar's money because he didn't have any money. And I tried to tell you that before. That is a way of cleaning your hands. And I also use the example of what Ism did when she had that middleman in the middle of receiving the money, then handing it over to her. That was a way for there not to be a paper trail for Ism to get in any trouble. It wouldn't be any paper trail that money was first touching down on any of her accounts, Cash App accounts, Apple Pay, bank account, whatever kind of where she puts her money at. It wouldn't have been no paper trail of any foul play by Ism having a middleman, receive the money, which is all her money, pay that person a little fee for accepting the money, and then transferring the money over to Ism. Now, the only one, if they was to investigate, that would get in trouble would be the girl. That all could fall back on Shamar and the girl. Because Shamar is already owing $20,000. He never went to court for the lawsuit. It's coming out that Alvo was still in Texas, Houston, Texas, and he's running his mouth about what he did with Shamar's money. He's bragging about it. And we all know how Alvo got loose lips, and we know they sink ships. We all know that. But I'm just like, I'm stuck. I can't believe that this ninja, hey, Ivan, he was really going to another state thinking that these strangers were his friend and that he could confide in them, with that you were stealing a well-known person in all communities, in all states, that you were stealing his money. You were bragging about it. I don't get it. You're walking around with a warrant. You're walking around with a warrant that you know you have. You're even lying to your supporters that you just have to show up for court. You don't have a warrant. You're downplaying that. And then what y'all don't know is it's very much so believable that he is running his mouth where he's at right now, and people are running back telling the business because he got mad just last week and he said, "That's why I stole your money." And I was trying to read the comments because I had just got finished recording him, so I couldn't put the recorder back on to record him saying, "That's why I stole your money." I was like, this dude is bold. He is so bold. He said, "That's why I stole your money." But I said, I'm not going to say nothing to y'all about it because I didn't record it. But I didn't have to say nothing to y'all about what he said the other day about he stole the money because I know he stole the money. And 𝗪𝗛𝗧, she was trying to clean her hands again by telling Shamar she was going to get him up, booked and busy again. Why, if you allegedly, let's say allegedly, which we already know what time it is, why, if you stole that man's money, you already know that he's already on to it, Shamar is. Why do you think he wants you to get him booked and busy? You're only, for number one, trying to get him booked and busy so you could be in his pockets again. Period, point blank. Period. And you're also trying to wash your hands off. Make it look like, people are going to think, well, maybe 𝗪𝗛𝗪 didn't do it because, why would she be trying to help him if she was stealing from him? People do it all the time. People do it all the time. People that get unalived is usually someone that you know that did that to you. It's just sad. It's sickening. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, hey, LaToya. Hi, sweetie. That's why I said, hi, everybody. Hey, Mars and chat. I'm sorry. I should have said that on the way in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Dislikes are welcome. I promise you it is free. Keep your cash in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. That's why I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all are sitting up there unless you are moving like Alvo's moving. Y'all shouldn't be sitting up there entertaining that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he had the opportunity to do to you, that's what he'd be doing to you. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he'll be doing to you. And it wouldn't be no love lost because that's how he's living. Y'all got to realize that dude is a slime ball. He is a straight slime ball. And just what he tried to stop that crocodile tears yesterday, I knew he was going to do that. Because when he got banned from YouTube, that's really where his following, where he can really do his CashApp from. Everybody's over here on YouTube. And see, and a lot of the people that are over here on YouTube that ended up converting over to being Alvo's followers that give him CashApps and support him in all this madness. What you guys don't understand, they're not over there on Instagram. They're not Instagram followers. They're not the kind of followers that are giving them cash apps like they were over on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? Where he's getting the cash apps, Apple Pays, and he's getting the super chats and all that other stuff through YouTube. And he's monetized. The live stream is monetized, so he's getting paid for YouTube. He's getting it like 4 ways. He's expecting y'all just to bend over backwards for him. And the dude's a slime ball. You know what I'm saying? Then like I said, then you get like a channel holder like me. I don't never advocate to give me anything. I tell people when they give me something, you didn't have to do that. And I don't want you guys to think I'm being ungrateful, but you don't. I get paid from YouTube's platform. Google AdSense is YouTube's boss. YouTube sold this platform years ago to Google. Google, the search engine that you have to go on to get to YouTube, they own YouTube now. But YouTube manages the company that they once owned, but they sold it to Google. So Google AdSense is who pays me. Google. That's my boss. These extra features that people are abusing on a platform, you guys don't. You're not obligated. There's no rule that says that you have to fund these things. And all you're doing is funding mess. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say, sometimes you could spoil a kid rotten. Y'all are spoiling this kid rotten. and he's destroying people's lives and their livelihood, because Shamar had gigs going on, bookings, and now he's like back to square one. Now, you know what? Sometimes God can take everything away. I believe things happen for a reason, and I always believe that when something horrible happens, it always, to me anyways, something better comes along. So that was a blessing what happened to Shamar, because now he can start over, and let's hope he can identify this time that you got to stay away from people, places, and things that don't serve you. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a friend that I got to pay. I'm not being nobody's paymaster to be my friend. You shouldn't, as a supporter or a fan. I'm saying, I don't call nobody my fans, but I'm saying that's what them ninjas call y'all. As my supporters, as my community, as my family, as Davis Nation, you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me a dime of your money. Keep your money in your pocket. All I ask for is to hit the like or dislike and keep it moving. If you don't like me, hit the dislike button. I don't care. But I got to live with myself at the end of the day. And what happens in the dark always comes to the light. And I had no plans in letting y'all listen to the video early, but I'm gonna pull it up now for the ones that are in here early. I appreciate y'all being in here in this live early. So I'm gonna play the video. Let's get the likes up, babies. Come on now. Let's get them up, but I'm gonna play the video. Let me go get it up now. Pull it up now. I wasn't gonna play it till later. Let me see something. Can't trace cash. It does not done by bank or paper, so it was the perfect crime, to be honest. No, it was transferred through the middleman, which was that female that he recorded the other day. Shamar did. She had I don't know if the girl had the money sent to her on her Apple Pay or Cash App. But the girl that's the middleman is not going to take the weight, I promise you, for this BS. It says, we need to know who's the bondsman first. What did Jennifer Johnson say? Hello, Italy. This is crazy, man. Hello. Kay, how are you, sweetie? All right, let me pull up this video. Let me not get sidetracked here. Yeah. This dude's a mess. Whole piece of work. Guys, back with another video. So just a small reminder, we will be doing a morning live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was a long night for me, and I'm glad that I am doing the live in the morning time. I know it's going to be early, but I'll definitely recap that live in a premiere later on today, because I know a lot of you guys are going to miss it. However, like I said, it was a long night. Tommy, the gossip, and Shamar went back and forth because Shamar was in the bushes of Tommy's live. There was a lot of things that were uncovered about Alvo, what Alvo did with Shamar's money. And I told you guys that Alvo was stealing Shamar's money, skimming off the top of Shamar's money when he went to these bookings and was counting Shamar's money. He knows he can't count. We know that Alvo's not an honest person. So what's the likelihood of him taking his plane fare money to get there with Shamar when Shamar wouldn't pay for his plane fare at times or whatever? He's taking that money off the top and extra for his pocket. We're going to get into that, but I just want to say, leave your money in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. I promise you they are free. Alvo has been playing it off like he was for Shamar this whole time, and he's been against Shamar and stealing from Shamar. I told you guys with the Airbnbs that he was saying, oh, my supporters bought this room for me. Alvo, to make his hands clean, and I told you guys this, he was saying the supporters were booking these outrageous Airbnbs because it ain't his money. He's trying to make it seem like it was the supporters' money because it made it look like it wasn't Shamar's money, because we would all say, where is he getting this money at to just randomly stay in an Airbnb for a couple of days just because he's mad at Shamar? This is when he was living at Shamar's house. It was Shamar's money that was paying for those Airbnbs. And how do I know? Well, I was on Tommy the Gossip's channel, and he's in touch with a lady who's in Houston, Texas. And Alvo gets drunk. He thinks everyone's his friend. He's befriending strangers that he don't know, and he's telling them about what he did to Shamar, even bragging on how Shamar can't count, and he had to count his back end money, and he was skimming off the top of all of the back end money he had to count while going on these bookings with Shamar. He was skimming off the top of Shamar's money, and he was bragging to these strangers who he befriended and was telling them that he was doing that. He told on himself in a conversation. Now, dude, why would you think, Alvo, that nobody's gonna go back and say anything? These people, these same people, are on social media looking at these YouTube videos just like everybody else in the community over here. Why do you think that people in Houston an exception? Oh, they're not looking at YouTube videos to know that you and Ism have been accused in the past, and you in the present time, you just left out the equation. You've been stealing from Shamar. Why would you think or be comfortable enough to tell strangers that you were actually doing this? It's very sad what Alvo's doing, but I'm not going to get too long-winded with it. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. I just want you to listen to what Tommy had to say and the receipts.
I know some. I know some people. They know some people. They know some people, girl. And remember when I was telling y'all about the hole, the essence of the hole, the garage. You know who this is, right? The hole. Girl.
When Izzy went to jail, and you're going to hear it in a minute, he was holding the money that she allegedly took. And I'm saying allegedly because I don't trust these ninjas. I think their new hustle now is whoever brings up this situation, they're going to try to threaten to sue. And the people who they can get their information to try to do it, they'll try to do it just for a come up. So I don't trust these ninjas. These are broke, want to be clout chasing, trying to get money, not trying to get out here and get it themselves. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
I'm gonna just let y'all hear the tape. What?
First of all, I think I told you before. I told you, Puss, my cousin, right? Puss in jail, but his friend Dallas and Jermaine, they stay in Houston, right? They stay in Texas.
They do.
So they say Alvo be at the club saying, "I'm Shamar boyfriend. I'm Shamar." He be wanting people to know who he is if they don't know, right? He went home from from a pool party. He went home with the night before. They say he went home with a who worked at a restaurant or something he was at. Talking about him, right? Number one, getting plastered. Number one. Number two, he ran his mouth to the wrong person. Our punks in New Orleans is messy. You ran your mouth to the wrong person, and I'm just a fag hag. That's how I get all the tea. You ran your mouth to the wrong person and was running a scheme on how it was Izzy whole plot. Got so much money out Shamar, I can't prove that part, but I could get your mans on. You know what I'm saying? They got so much money out Shamar on his back end, giving him his money, miscounting it out. So they stacked and stacked and stacked. Izzy already had was supposed to turn herself in for some other money laundering type of shit. When at that time they had applied for her to turn herself in, and Alvo had to get out an apartment that I think, if I'm mistaken, they say it was hers. He had to get out and just move around, hold on to the money, don't put it in no account, and get on live and beg and stuff like if he don't have nothing. Hit the fan. She thinks she's smart, but they got another.
Did y'all hear that? Get online and beg like he ain't got no money. That's cleaning his hands. Just like the Airbnb. Oh, my fan, one of my supporters got me an Airbnb. Didn't make any sense. Had it for a couple of days, and I kept telling y'all, that's Shamar's money. When he be counting Shamar's money on the back end, the booking money, when he goes to that state with Shamar, and Shamar, he allegedly says can't count, he counts the money. He takes his plain fare money back for getting there with Shamar, and he takes extra money on top for his pocket. And he's been stacking the money that he's been counting from Shamar. And there's been a few times Shamar's got online and had meltdowns. He's stealing my money. But because maybe Shamar does have a problem with counting, he can't really prove it, and he doesn't want to tell the public. Probably he can't count really good. So, that, but he knows because of how he's placing his pocketbook or how he's placing his money that it's been tampered with. Shamar was saying that because he knew Alvo was in his money. He probably didn't know how much he was taking from him, but he knew that Alvo was taking his money. He just didn't know how much because he allegedly has, a little problem with counting.
The girl to start putting some of the back ends, getting it sent to her, and then her sending it to Izzy. That I gotta go because I wrote it down. Let me go see.
So, Alvo, and reminds you, she's not the first one. And the reason why, because one thing about me, I don't do the he say, she say. What I don't know, if I don't know about what's going on, I'm not gonna play it. I played this because this is not the first person who don't call my phone and told me that Alvo been going down in Houston telling everybody, oh, I'm Shamar's boyfriend. They say people don't even really be knowing him like that. They say the only people who be knowing him is like kids and stuff like that. They say the men and the real punks and everything, they don't be knowing who he is, and he be going around saying, oh, I'm Shamar's boyfriend still. You broke up with Shamar on the internet. They say he still be on live talking about he's Shamar's boyfriend. He's Shamar's boyfriend. Telling everybody he's Shamar's boyfriend. They say he done went home with a damn worker who worked at a restaurant. They done said that. They also said that he took the money. And the money that he was saying he was counting for Shamar, that he been counting for Shamar, he was putting the money up and he was miscounting it and acting like he was counting the money the whole time, and he was putting money in his pocket, and then he get on live in bed so that he can act like he ain't taking the money. But this not the first person who told me this. See, what you fail to realize, Houston is my second home. They say that hoe been thrashed. I mean, that's up community service. They say they say every night he leaving with a man. Every night they say Alvo is leaving with a man. He getting tossed and tossed and tossed every night. Baby, go get on prep. Because they say it ain't looking good out there where you at. They say every night this man, he left the pool party with a man. Let me see, hold up. Let me let y'all see what's going on. Hold on. Let me see something else. Hold up. So that's really going on out there?
Wait, I can't hear you good. What you say?
I said, so Alvo out there really getting thrashed?
His dad is getting plastered, and it's factual. That's because oh, Lord, my child. Wait, let me close this door. Because names are names, I'm sure.
Oh, listen. Listen, when you said your male name and everybody's name, I knew you went lying because I know them. And I know they very known in.
I don't know them people like that. Like, I live, you know where I live.
I know you live at.
I be inside, but when I'm telling you, and look, as a matter of fact, I got a call back because I hadn't too long ago woke up, so the getting plastered. The Airbnb is through a link. He going around to say to make sure, oh, I'm Shamar's boyfriend, so the people can know he's Shamar's boyfriend. Baby, let me get all my face because I like my T's crossed and my I's dotted.
No shade. And when you get every piece of tea, you send it to me ASAP, okay?
I got you. I'm on it. I love it. I want him gone.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, so she gonna get us some OT, so we'll keep talking about that. But I told y'all, Alvo is out there getting thrashed. He uses Shamar's name to still get recognition. He want everybody to know he's Shamar man. And so what he's doing is he don't want, or the don't want him, he try to say, oh, I'm Shamar man. So they say he's trying to get in every place to my he's Shamar man, because Shamar ain't gonna lie. Shamar got a name for herself, you know what I'm saying? So when people and they used to see Shamar and Alvo together on live. So people, automatically be like, oh, y'all still together. And he using like he making it seem like him and Shamar still together and everything. And to kind of find out, girl, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think that's the most. I feel like that's the most sickest that you could do is sit up on here and still try to claim somebody who y'all ain't together, just so that you can get some fame and some fortune. And all the thing you getting is a big hard rock up in your dookies. That's all you getting. Oh, they also say the breath smell like girl. They say the breath smell like bounce that. They say he be in everybody's face just talking. They say the breath smells like and I ain't lying. They say the breath stink, girl. They say the breath stink. That's what now that's something they really told me for real. The people been calling me to me that they say, oh girl, that bro stink. They say he be in all people, he be in everybody's face just talking, bro.
He really does need to thank Tommy, but it's gonna take him some time to just regroup from this situation with Alvo. You know, Alvo put him through the ringer. And to realize, you know, who was there for him. I don't care how mad Tommy the Gossip was at him for betraying him with messing with you know, Alvo. He still had his back. Tommy's been the whole time trying to put Shamar up on game, and all Shamar does is attack Tommy. And I think that's kind of messed up. So I hope that one day soon he does give, you know, Tommy the Gossip an apology, because you know, if you do something like that to me with an ex of mine or somebody I was dealing with at that time with, I'm not looking out for nothing with you. And Tommy the Gossip, he's a special kind of person. He's a special kind of dude because he's doing what some wouldn't do. That's a rare few. He's a rare few. You know, he comes from a good cloth, because I don't care about, you know, what people might say about him. He comes from a good cloth because despite the odds, he still is looking out for Shamar. Shamar tried to argue with him yesterday, not knowing that he was defending Shamar.
Smell like straight up. But I told them, I said, look at his teeth. They yellow, green, purple, orange. Of course his breath gonna stink. His breath ain't gonna smell good when his teeth like that. So, yeah. So he had been stealing Shamar money. He was stealing Shamar money. It was a plan. They all had a plan to steal Shamar money. They stole Shamar money when Shamar was owed at $20K.
Exactly.
Alvo ran to Houston. He broke up with Shamar because they already had a plan that they was gonna take Shamar money regardless. They wanted Shamar money, and I really do feel bad for Shamar because Shamar, he barely could understand what's going on, and like let's be real, he didn't even know he was getting sued until last week when he got on live to my son, I'm getting sued. He didn't even know he was getting sued, and he got sued 2 weeks ago, and he didn't even know he was getting sued because of his mind. He wasn't thinking about what's really going on. He thought that they was playing. He thought it was a joke, and when he finally woke up and seen that he was getting sued, I don't like that for real, because Alvo knew what he was doing. Like, you sit on this internet play like you was really Shamar man, and you really was not Shamar man. You was stealing from him, and you was making him fall out with people who was really trying to help him be successful and push his career. But you sit on this live and you try to make it seem like you really was in love with this man, and you was turning this man against people who could have helped him and benefit him. Now he over here kissing everybody and trying to get back peace with everybody. But if I was any of them people who helped him, I wouldn't even help him no more, because guess what? He crossed the line when he let a man come in the picture and do what he did. And if he let a man come in the first time to do it, what you think he ain't gonna let another man do it? Pay attention. Now, I say allegedly, it's true. It ain't no allegedly, it's true. It's the real deal. It ain't no allegedly. It ain't no allegedly. It ain't no allegedly. It's real. He is getting sued $20,000. He did. Is still what the money was at? He said he didn't get the money. What the money at then? Cause I want to know. Oh, Casper the Ghost took the money. And I ain't got no legend. True. It is. It's facts. Who got the money? Hey, to my allegedly. I ain't got no legend nothing. It's facts. He didn't get the money. Who got the money? It's real. My allegedly. Nah, it's real. His money got took it. One of them got the money. Come to find out, Alvo down there running his mouth to all them punks. And one thing about Houston punks, they talk a lot. They talk. Why you think they loving you, hugging you, kissing on you? Why you think you got you some friends down there? They play telephone down there. That's why I don't like Houston. That's why I don't go down there and stay down there. That's why I ain't down there living down there. They talk a lot. You tell one story, they gonna pass it on down the line. Everybody know the story. Everybody know. Everybody talking. Everybody running. You run your mouth too much. If you run your mouth too much, you thought you was like, no. He getting drunk, feeling good, thinking that them people his friends down there, and he probably down there running his mouth. Feeling good, thinking that them people his friends down there, and he probably down there running his mouth. On the find out, they say Izzy ain't like that, but I don't know how. I can't. Now that's allegedly. Allegedly, they say Izzy ain't been Alvo. That's why they say he been in Houston. He been sleeping at hotels, and you know they say Izzy live down there. That's what I was told. They say allegedly, they say Easy live down there. They say Easy been paying him dust. They say she been paying him dust. They say she ain't even been talking to him, but I don't know. I don't know how true it is. That's all I'm going. I'm telling y'all what people tell me, and I'm just going out telling y'all. That's why I put allegedly on that. You heard me put allegedly on. They say Easy live down there because I don't know if it's facts or true, but they say she live down there. They say she been paying him dust. They say he been hanging with people he don't even know. They say he be mean people because they say he been mean people down there who say they love him, and they be like, oh, I love you, let's take a picture. And they say the next day he be at the club with them. That's what I was told. So they basically meet up with fans. They say he meet up with fans, and basically the fans and stuff like that. He running his mouth to the fans, and the fans come back telling people what he's saying. They say baby Alvo they say that man Hole been through everybody in Houston already, and he ain't been up for 72 hours yet. They say that man been over there. They said the man left the club. When he had his little book, they said the man left the club and got. I'm trying to see how the hell that happened and you didn't get no money because you don't lie the next day about you need some money for something else. I'm trying to see how the hell that worked. Tea tonight, baby. The tea is here tonight, baby. I know I've been chilling. I've been doing my little 1s, 2s. I ain't been on. But baby, the tea is hot tonight, baby. I mean, the tea is gagging. They say, baby, he down in Houston trying to everybody, man. He trying to everybody down in Houston, baby. I heard that for the grapevine. DoorDash, cause they say he been dashing all through the Houston streets. They say every man he see. That's why he been fished. That's why he been running out here twerking and tooking and dancing and popping and locking and everybody can see him. Everybody say he dusty, he dirty, and he stink. That's what everybody told me. They said he dusty, dirty, and stink. They say he ain't right. The T for us. Yep. He been dashing through the streets. He might as well go get him a uniform and start delivering goddamn food for real. Start delivering that. Cause I heard that up the right parts. That's what I was told. I don't know how true it is. They say Houston got them big giants. You know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about. They say Houston like a real horse. They got real horse, and I can just imagine all it under sea. Cause baby, they say he is been getting thrashed, girl. But yes, baby, they say the tea is hot, baby. Baby, I ain't lying, baby. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ain't no fly. So you know I ain't lying. But that's what they been telling me. They told me that girl, I don't know why today they would tell me this on Messy Monday. They told me on a Messy Day. They told me today. Shamar, we not even talking about your knucklehead. We talking about how Alvo has scammed you. So girl, don't get me crunk, girl. You need to be working on the radio station and talk properly while you're on the radio station. Talking about hey y'all, my name's Shamar and we on V101 and tune in tonight. We on V101, tune in tonight. We ain't even stun you, girl. We ain't even talking about you, girl.
Tommy is a mess, but he's a good mess, though. He is so funny. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep your cash in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. Welcome to all this morning. And welcome to the mods in the chat. Love y'all. Curtsy.
To my Alvo, girl, so calm down, pipe it down, and go get on the radio station and do your career. And go with your man. I'm not mad, sweetheart. That's why you got scammed, girl. Ain't nobody mad at you, girl. Go work on your radio station. My question is, you got a manager. You claim that she tried to make you sign a deal, but you go back and sign her. You just don't understand. You just, I don't understand. Everybody wasn't even talking about you, but since you want to be talked about, we won't even stun you. We're trying to defend you. You so slow, you don't understand when you being used or when you getting used. You don't even know that. You just sit around here thinking that everybody, you just slow, and I don't even want to keep talking to you, girl, because it's not even about you. It's not even about you right now. We talking about Alvo, how Alvo been scamming you, and how he been treating you wrong, and how he been stealing your money the whole time. I was over here defending you so that you can have a copy. So when it's time to pay that $20,000, you ain't gotta pay it. They will have to pay it. But since you running your trap mouth, I'm a V103, so you can talk about how much you owe in $20,000. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm supposed to do an interview with Tasha K, and I was going to spare you and not do it because I see that you have been talking about me. But since you running your mouth, I'm doing Tasha K tomorrow. See, because I wasn't even going to do it. I wasn't even going to do the interview no more. I was going to let it go. Because I was like, Shamar haven't been talking about me, I'm going to let it go. But since you want to be seen and you want to be heard, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Now I'm on Tasha K tomorrow. How about that? And I'm done talking to you, sweetheart. Can you talk? I'm going to send you a letter to see... A letter to see your daughter, and I'm going to sue you too. You want to be next. Shamar, you can sue me, you can hype me, you can write me, you can dike me, you can goddamn do whatever you want to do, girl. I'm not stunning you or your fake ass manager team. Let's keep it 100, because all I'm going to anyway, so I'm not worried about you and your manager team, so you can do what you got to do, baby. Choose your words carefully and keep going pushing, because I don't give a damn who you think you is. What you got to do. Do what you gotta do, girl. And you talking about suing me, but you owe $20,000. So that's what you need to be taking care of. Why you want to sit up here and sue? I don't know what manager or or whatever person who put in your head talking about you can sue everybody. You can't sue me, baby, because it's a public internet. I'm a public entertainer. This is the internet. I can talk however I want to talk about. I ain't putting no lies on you. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing about your health. I ain't saying nothing about your whatever you got. I ain't saying nothing of that. I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about you coming out here with that real rap. You might need to go back on the radio station and listen to what you're saying, because you don't even know what you're saying, girl, at this point. So somebody talking about you, girl, somebody studying your what you gonna sue me for? You is ugly. Alien. You can't sue nothing. Talking about. Better leave me the girl. Somebody won't even talk about your ragged ass. Don't sue that. How you gonna sue somebody but you talking to me? Go to bed. He's very slow, because somebody wasn't even talking about him. He wanna be seen and heard so bad. Go on live with your roaches and go cook dinner so your roaches can fall in your food again. Nasty. Anyway, I'm up here defending him. And he's still talking shit. Boy, go talk to somebody else. Cause did y'all just say he was on live? What happened? Why he get off live? Baby, he gonna turn against her again. Don't worry about it. I ain't worried about that. And I'm not saying nothing about that situation. Cause he gonna turn against her again. It ain't nothing but it ain't nothing. Come in the picture, he gonna be done with her again. Just like how Auntie Seven been riding around with him all day, every day, like she the goddamn chauffeur. He gonna come again with another guy. Everybody who he going back to, I just feel bad for them, because they want to be, they feel like they need Shamar, and that's what I used to feel like. I feel like I needed him, and so when you feel like you need him, you feel like, oh, you gotta please him and all that. No. That's why I'm not too quick to go be cool with him, because I ain't finna kiss his ass. I'm not. And that's what they doing. They feel like they need him, and they don't need him. They don't need him. But you can't tell them I can't tell them what they don't need and what they need, because they might do need him. I don't know. And like Kay told me today. Kay, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but Kay is still Shamar manager. He stamped a piece of paper, and the paper got seen by a judge. It doesn't matter what Shamar can keep picking up all these managers, but Kay is still Shamar manager, baby. And if Kay really,
well, as we know, Alvo is in for a rude awakening. I don't know where this stands with the ism and Alvo and repercussions happening for what he did to Shamar and ism did to Shamar. I think it might be just a done deal with the money. I also want to clear some things up as well. Tommy had to go back and forth with Shamar because Shamar was accusing Tommy of making it seem like that Shamar would be back with Alvo, and basically he's dumb and this and that and other. Shamar was taking offense, thinking that Tommy the gossip was saying this about him going back, to Alvo. And I'm gonna say, clearing it up, I can only recall myself mentioning that I am afraid for Shamar. He seems to be kind of depressed. He's been kind of distant the last couple of days, and I hope he's not in his head and he ends up going back to Alvo, because Alvo is not where he needs to be at. Alvo has been stealing from Shamar from the beginning, dragging Shamar for filth from the beginning, and using and abusing Shamar from the beginning. The truth is now coming out. A lot of times I would hear people say in the comment section or of other people's videos or my videos that, Shamar is messed up. Alvo is trying to help him. He might not be like the most perfect boyfriend, but it's kind of messed up how Alvo is being done by Shamar. And then the truth really comes out that a lot of things that Shamar was crying out for help when they used to fight, and that would be the only time he would tell the public that he was stealing his money. He couldn't prove that Alvo was stealing his money because he can't count, but he knew how he was positioning his pocketbook and, wherever he would keep the money at. He was doing that because he had his own system of how to regulate what was going on with his money by how he put it. And I was telling you that too. He can't count the money, so there's probably ways that he's putting it away. And if it don't look like the way he put it away, he's gonna assume that the only other person in the house is Alvo. He's taking the money. Well, Shamar was right on those observations. Now, how much was taken, Shamar would never be able to tell you that, because he can't count, and it's really sad. And Alvo knew that, and he took advantage of it. And that just goes to show further that you guys gotta stop supporting someone who has a demonic spirit like that would take advantage of somebody with disabilities, and you know he can't count, and say that you're going to act like you're helping him so you can take from him. Why would you give your hard-earned money to someone that's like that? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, that's what they would do to you if you were challenged and couldn't count, read, or write. I'm not saying he can't write, but I'm just saying we know he can't count money. It's really sad that he would go that low to do that. And Ism, the ex-manager or the fake manager, wanted to be Shamar's manager before she went to jail. Allegedly, they're also saying that Alvo was holding money that she was stealing allegedly from Shamar as well. And she didn't want Alvo putting it into an account or anything like that until she got out of jail. And that situation with the woman that Shamar had recorded, that had gave the ism the money. She was the middleman that we talked about when Shamar reached out to me. She was mentioned too. The truth always reveals itself. Whatever's done in the dark always comes to the light. So sometimes we don't have to force the issue out of anybody or talk about it too much. We can just sit back and let the tape play out, because what's done in the dark, like I said, always comes to the light. God don't bless no mess. God don't bless no mess. I'm trying to tell you, honey. What go around, come around. So y'all ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to recap it later on, because it's early in the morning. I know a lot of y'all are going to miss this. Like, majority of people that are consistently coming to all of my content, they're going to miss it because it's an early live. I'm just not going to have time to go live later on, but I'm going to definitely get out the content. It's going to be a busy day. I'm going to bombard you guys with content today. I only put up 3 pieces of content yesterday. I was kind of tired. You know, it's a lot of editing. And but I'm definitely get this work out to y'all today, because I know if I don't get the work that I have from yesterday out to you and today out to you, it's going to just pile up. So we're going to get this work out to you guys. I love y'all for being support system to this channel, and continuing to come to the channel and support the channel. But yeah, I just, man, I'm telling you, I hate to say it, but I really have zero respect for Alvo. The dude's a slime ball. I'm not trying to make anyone be a certain way with Alvo. If you like him, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care for him. I already knew that he was up to no good. And like I said, whatever happens in the dark comes to the light. But what is so sad is that he talks so much. He told on himself. This wasn't something that he went to another state and then all of a sudden a few people just happened to just make up this assumption about money was stolen. These are 2 separate states with new people that don't know Alvo from a can of paint. Why is it they're all saying the same conversation that Alvo had with multiple people in Houston? He gets drunk and loose lips sink ships. And he gets on some bragging spree. That is not something that you brag about. You could get hurt for bragging about something like that. You could get put in jail for bragging about something like that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you brag about that? And why would you think that the person you're telling would have respect for you or think that you're a trustworthy person if you're doing that to a disabled person? Like, let's make it make sense. Like, let's really make this make sense. It says, let me see. He's nuts. And then and somebody has said in the comment section, Latisse, my girl Latisse, my sis, she's right. And I knew something was up with him anyways. His behavior is just too sporadic. He's sitting up there doing the twerk with his pants half down, drawers all showing, like he's out there getting screwed by everything around him. Like he's just out there. And a lot of times when people, you know, he was out there when he was in Atlanta, but it just seemed like when I seen him doing that, I just automatically said he out there screwing everything moving. Did y'all see that twerk when he was twerking and his underwears was showing? He just was too extreme. Put a Y in the chat if you've seen it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Dislikes are welcome. I can't talk today. I'm like I can't talk today, honey. But we'll go around, come around. But yeah, so when he comes back on Sunday, he's probably gonna have to do the waterworks in order to get people to feel bad for him, Alvo. You know, he's not gonna be able to probably get his funding for Cash Apps or Apple Pay. It's not gonna happen. Like, I'm quite sure a lot of people are probably coming to their senses. Trust and believe. I'm gonna give y'all credit for those of y'all that probably are saying wow after, you know, hearing the evidence. You know, receipts have been presented. You know, a lot of people probably didn't cut him off. So when he goes back on the platform on Sunday, because he'll definitely be on there next week. Soon as he can go live, he's going back on there. Yeah, he gonna be working the set. He gonna have them waterworks and everything for y'all. Y'all need to start falling for the banana and tailpipe. I'm gonna keep saying it, and I don't care who gets mad if you don't like it, don't watch. You're not obligated to fund any of the extra features that YouTube has created on this platform, and you're not obligated off this platform to service or provide or fund anyone Cash App or Apple Pay extra money for a service that is free. All you are obligated to do, and you should do, like you would do if you was coming into somebody's house, is wipe your feet off at the mat at the front door before you walk into somebody's house. And that's what I expect you to do when you come to my house. Hit the like or the dislike. If you don't like me, hit the dislike. If you like me, hit the like. That is free. You're not supposed to be here to pay me anything. I don't need you to pay me anything. And I'm not getting put in the crabs of the barrel with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? All that panhandling like they're in the street on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that up here. I'm not seeing it on my watch. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Alvo's doing too much. And he thinks it's cute. And he better be careful, because he might say that to the wrong person and they rock him to sleep in another state. You know what I'm saying? I always get this gut feeling that I'm going to hear something happen to him. And I hate to say that, but he's just not. Hey, Queen Grandma, he ain't moving right. He ain't moving right. And he thinks it's cute. I don't see how somebody sit there and brag about sitting there stealing somebody's money that's trying to put their trust in you. He put his trust in you to go get his back end money and count it because he's having trouble doing it. And you just totally took advantage of it. And got a nerve to tell a bunch of strangers, you know what I'm saying? You got to telling a bunch of strangers that you were doing it. You don't even know these people. And a part of me feels like he purposely was telling them what he did so that they could get it out for him that he was doing it. Like, you know, of course, Alvo ain't going to tell on himself. But he talks. Remember, I always say, put a Y in the chat. He talks too much. And I say that because I'm not used to men being like chatty patties, like women. That's in our nature. Alvo talks too much. You never shut up. He tells on himself. He talks too much. Oh my God, that's why he got himself jammed up. And now we know the truth. He told on himself. He's telling strangers in another state that he was taking Shamar's money. Like, where do they do that at? What an idiot. That's like going into a bank and robbing it and then bringing the money bags back. Like, come on, bro. Dude is a weirdo. I'm serious, man. He is a straight weirdo. I do not like that dude. He just rubs me the wrong way. And I hate to say it, but he does. I do not like him. And I'm not going to pretend to. You know, it is what it is. We're going to call it what it is. But listen, I'm not going to stay on here too long. I just wanted to go live and chop it up with you guys. This is like my telephone call in a bulk, mass bulk to my community and giving you an update. I didn't do a live yesterday, so I had to do one today because I missed y'all, wanted to talk with y'all, and I wanted to also break this news to you that we definitely confirmed that, yeah, it happened. Ism and Alvo, yeah, they was doing their big one on Shamar, man. That's crazy, man. And the crazy part was, we know, people say Shamar be lying about stuff, but he wasn't lying about that. But listen, on the way out, make sure if you did not hit the like button, that you hit the like or dislike button. It is welcome, both of them. Keep your money in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. I promise you it's free. I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now.